Welcome to JGTCR, I'm Cope, and today we are tuning the Dodge Viper Gr.4. Let's get into it. In factory trim, this is a very easy car to drive, as long as we stay on the black stuff. That being said, it is also very easy to unsettle and lose a bunch of time. We must ensure to steer clear of rumble strips, dips and bumps in the road, which can lead to some off-road adventures. Being heavy-handed on inputs can also unsettle the car. We must ensure that we stay smooth on our inputs for a stellar drive. In general, the handling is excellent. We get direct movement from inputs with no hesitation at all. The steering is considerably sharp and accurate, making this Dodge Viper easy to place on track. The power available is reasonable, but it could definitely do with a lot more. The power delivery is quite mild and does not break traction much at all unless we drive too aggressively. The brakes are perfect for the application. They are very solid and stable with no issues at all. Let's collect our time. Seven minutes, 5.7 seconds. And now the race tune. For some reason, the supercharger we had equipped was medium, so we are short about 12 horsepower. This has since been rectified and tested, and the tune still holds up well with the extra power. The tune itself was relatively easy to put together. As this is a race car, there was plenty of downforce and settings to play with, and if we're being honest, the power itself is quite low. Let's head back out to the Nürburgring. When completely modified and tuned, the Dodge Viper Gr.4 is once again a very easy car to drive. It's almost as though we can do no wrong, even when pushing hard, but there is a limit. The handling is very solid, stable and smooth, allowing us to push limits and correct mistakes easily. However, this Viper can still be unsettled quite quickly with bumps and running over rumble strips too aggressively. It seems that this is just the nature of this beast. The steering response is crisp and attentive, however, sometimes it steers a bit too well, causing us to clip curbs a touch too hard. The power is reasonable but mild, and it winds through the gears at a decent pace. Power delivery is very mild, next to no wheel spin whatsoever unless we are too heavy-handed on the throttle. The brakes are absolutely perfect. We slow down well and quickly while being extremely stable. There is an incredible ability to brake and turn as well. We can easily make adjustments and correct mistakes while cornering without any issues at all. Let's collect our time. Six minutes, 43.5 seconds. Moving on to the drift tune. When tuning this Dodge Viper to drift, only a few changes were needed in the suspension and differential department. The biggest change we made was to ballast of 135 kilos at a ballast positioning of 32 over the rear wheels. We also noticed we were running the wrong supercharger and switched from medium to high. This actually nets us another 8 horsepower, not 12 as previously mentioned. Let's drift Suzuka. While the Dodge Viper has a very reasonable amount of power to drift with, it comes across as being considerably underpowered. Most of our time is spent trying to keep the drift alive and not straighten up. Very aggressive driving is needed at all times to keep the drift going. The handling is excellent. There's lots of precision in how the car moves on track, and the steering is razor sharp. There is plenty of power there, but this Viper seems to lack the ability to capitalize on its potential when going full throttle. The power delivery is very sluggish. This makes it very difficult to initiate and maintain drift. The differential is fully locked, however, it almost seems as though the diff is open wheeling, and this theory is very much supported by the tyre indicator while drifting. The Dodge Viper Gr.4 has great potential as a drift car, but squanders its gift by being moody and finicky while in drift conditions. And that's all we have for you today, so until next time, keep racing!